I wanted to draw your attention to a statement made by MP Dilan Perera today. It is published in all media. He said in his statement that the government is trying to amend the constitution outside the due process. The 22nd Amendment was challenged in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has given a clear order. But at the committee stage, no citizen can question it. They can do anything. If they wanted to postpone election, they can do that. They have done it in the past. If they wanted to extend the term of parliament, that is now right now the head of the state and the president can dissolve the parliament after 2.5 years. But if they wanted to change it at the committee stage, they can do that, because in this country no rule of law. Now he says, this person says, Dilan Perera says there's an attempt by the parliament to extend the period of parliament and to deny the president's power to dissolve the parliament after 2.5 years. He says they are trying to make it 4.5 years at the committee stage. It's possible. Similar thing happened in the past. On 8th of September 2017, then Ranil Wickremesinghe wanted to postpone the provincial council elections. We challenged it in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court upheld the arguments put forward by us. What is our argument? It is your right. Franchise and periodic right to a periodic election is a right, fundamental right for the citizen. Supreme Court held with the citizens. The decision was made, conveyed to the Speaker on 8th of September 2017. On the 20th of September, now the Ranil Wickremesinghe, with the help of JVP Anukumar Disanayak and the TNA, he was determined to postpone the election and disregard the Supreme Court order. The similar situation. They summoned the Attorney General Jayanta Jayasuriya to the Parliament, and he was asked to, his opinion was asked by the Speaker Karu Jayasuriya. You won't believe, Karu Jayasuriya's request was to they were determined to postpone the election. The Attorney General gave an opinion under the Constitution, Article 123. Parliament is bound by the decision of the Supreme Court. They cannot go above that, because the decision of the Supreme Court is exercising the people's judicial power, and Supreme Court is there to interpret the Constitution, and Supreme Court is there if the people challenge a bill in the Supreme Court is there to uphold the rule of law, because the rule of law is the foundation of the Constitution of the Republic of Sri Lanka. But he disregarded. Jayanta Jayasuriya gave a completely wrong opinion to the Speaker to postpone the election outside completely disregarding the order made by the Supreme Court, then Chief Justice Priyasad Dey. Accordingly, the Parliament postponed the election which was due in September 2017. From that day onwards, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 5 years, no election was held. The same thing, they are trying to do the same now. It is quite possible. Even the 20th Amendment, Ali Sabri brought similar changes to the 20th Amendment at the committee stage. He raised the number of judges in the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. It's completely outside the bill proposed, bill approved, present to the people, the 20th Amendment bill. So similar thing could happen. If Jayanta Jayasuriya can do the same that time, the Attorney General, now the present Attorney General also can do the same. He can go to the Parliament and give a kind of opinion to the Speaker, Rajaratnam. He can go and give the Speaker to the his opinion to the Speaker to completely disregard the Supreme Court order and postpone the election. Extend the the Parliament. It says in the Constitution. It says, I will explain it to you. It says 2.5 years, 2 years and 6 months from the date appointment for its first sitting. During that time, the Parliament President shall not dissolve the Parliament until 2.5 years. This is what the provisions in the Constitution. Now they are trying to do this. They are trying to change it. This is what this man say, Dilan Perera. It is quite possible Sanjay Rajaratnam can give a similar advice like Jayanta Jayasuriya to postpone, I mean extend the period of validity of the parliament, that is up to 4.5 years. This is what this man said. All this happens. You can see the total system failure in the country. All three organs have been completely failed. Legislature, they try to, I mean, when people, I mean, chased him out, I mean, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, when he was thrown out by the people exercising their sovereignty, and they removed him by force, and then it is completely outside it was done. Then Pohottua wanted to make sure that the Rajapaksa regime is protected and will survive. Therefore, they appointed this man, Ranil Wickremesinghe, as the executive president. Now Ranil Wickremesinghe wanted to dissolve the parliament. That is why he, with a very short period of time, he raised funds to raise his party again. UNP did not have funds. Therefore, through litro gas, right, he robbed 3 billion. It's not a simple thing. Today that matter was taken up in the court. Ranil Wickremesinghe is behind that fraud. He is the main suspect in the case. Right? So now he is the one who makes serious allegations against Nagananda, but he can't utter a word against this. Right now he wanted to raise funds because he wanted to restore the name of the UNP for the next parliamentary and the presidential election. That 3 billion rupees is good enough for him to do that. So therefore, there's every possibility. It is possible. They have done it in the past. If the former AG can do that, even the current AG can do the same. The next one, the next most important thing is about the Supreme Court order made recently about Article 35. That is, President occupying office cannot be charged for any criminal and any other offense, civil or criminal both. But it is the Supreme Court and the other courts, they are expected to uphold the rule of law, because that is the foundation of the Constitution, and to interpret the Constitution in such a way to protect the sovereignty in the people. And also there's a thing called activism, judicial activism, that is to defend and protect the people's rights, fundamental rights and the sovereignty. Unfortunately, that was not done in this country. It is something foreign to this country, and that is why the Supreme Court ruled that he cannot be charged. But I told you even an earlier program that when Netanyahu was charged, he was the prime minister. He was brought, he was charged and brought, produced before the court of law. Here, since the rule of law has failed, anything is possible. So therefore, don't lose your hope. We can bring about a change, but you must take a stand. Nagananda's appeal to all citizens in this country: don't go behind political parties. Take a stand, take a very firm stand to defend your rights and only to defend the rule of law. Thank you.